Hello, I don't know if anybody's out there or not. This is my first time going live by myself. I've done a couple of lives with my face yoga teacher friend Sharon. We're going to do one on Friday. But I was going to record a video doing my makeup and I decided that I would just do it live and then I don't have to edit it and it will be easier. So I'm using my Seint makeup palette, and this is a palette I use every day. It holds 12 tins of makeup. We have palettes in all sizes. We have the little ones, the big 28 one, the giant one. So it's whatever you are. If you're a minimalist or a maximalist, this will work. I am 59 years old. I have very dry skin, and this is the only makeup I've found that works for me. So I have my eye makeup on and some lipstick, and I'm just gonna do the rest really fast. So I'm gonna start with a little color corrector in the corner of my eyes. So some people use a lighter shade of foundation or what we call highlights, but I'm gonna use this, and I'm gonna put it on the inner corner, and I'm just gonna dab everything on with my fingers. So it's inner corner, and I'm going down. Thank you so much for the compliments. And inner corner, about halfway down my nose. I'm purposely not going right under my eye because that's the delicate, kind of wrinkly part. And I'm gonna also go in the outer corner. And when I blend this, a little bit will go under there, but there won't be a lot of product weighing that space down. So if you have any redness, you can cover that up, sometimes around my nose. I'll put that there. And the next thing I'm gonna do is contour. I'm just gonna show you how easy it is because people think it's really hard. I'm just gonna dip my finger into my contour. I use ash, and I'm gonna run it right under my cheekbone. And on camera, it looks like I have a really big swath there, but I'm trying to go a little darker so you can see it, but it's all gonna blend fine. And then you can go under your jawline, especially if you have mature skin and anything's starting to sag. This will kind of give the illusion of toning that up. And you can shorten a longer chin by putting a little bit of contour here. And you can shorten a forehead by putting some contour right at the hairline. Also putting contour here, even if you don't have a longer forehead, will help to bring light to your eyes. So we're trying to have light in this space around our eyes. So I've got some under eye concealer on, some contour. I don't have a lot of extra space to put my highlights. You don't need a lot of makeup. And I'm just going to start getting my main color and putting some dots in the places where I don't have anything else right now. And this makeup is very light. It's a cream makeup, and it doesn't set in lines. It doesn't pool in your lines. So I do have lines after I put my makeup on. It will be in my lines. I pat it with a sponge. It stays out, and it stays out all day. So this is really unique in that way. So I have my makeup dotted on my face. I'm gonna dot a little bronzer on. You don't have to have any skill at all to do this. You can see I'm just making kind of a big mess, but it's all gonna work out great. And you can't mess it up. It blends so well. You really can't make a mess. I'm gonna put a little bit on the bridge of my nose. So I have my lighter color here, and I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit of light color in the middle of the forehead just to bring brightness there, and also in the middle of my lip and right under my bottom lip. So all that's on there. I'm gonna take my double-ended brush. This tapered end I'm gonna use to pat down. What is my favorite yoga pose? Oh, I have so many. I mean, downward dog is always a good one because you get such a full body stretch. But I kind of go with how I feel when I do yoga. I just try to get myself into a still state and let it flow with what my body needs for that day. But down dog I like because you stretch so many things at once. What are some? I love twists. I really love all the different twists. It feels so good. Yoga just wrings emotion right out of your body, and it's so good for you. Thank you for asking about that. So all I'm doing is patting this in. So I'm not swirling or swiping. I'm very quickly just going like this. And that way I'm not messing up the makeup. I'm not moving it. I'm not pressing. I'm not wiping it off. I'm just sort of pressing it into my face where it was. And you get kind of a natural glow. And for that contour, just brush it up into your hairline. I saw a video where somebody was using the contour to cover their gray between colorings, which is kind of a great idea if that works with your color. So I'm just patting all this in super fast. And then the thing that I do at the end to make sure it's smooth is I go over it with a sponge. So I have a hair stuck in my eyelashes. I use a dry sponge most of the time, but if I need a little extra moisture, I love this. This is Hangover 3-in-1. It's a very hydrating product, and I'll spritz it on my sponge, squeeze it. I make sure it's not wet, it's just barely damp, and then just kind of press the sponge into your skin and pay attention to where you might have lines to make sure you're getting all the makeup out of the lines. So most other brands of makeup I've used, I would do this, and then during the day, it just keeps pulling in there and you have these sort of white lines all over your face, which is not really a great look. I like the puffer fish. Yes, that's a great exercise for cheeks, to fill out your cheeks. You don't need to go get injections or fillers if you do that. That's this one. So that's it. I'm just gonna check real quick in the mirror, make sure I didn't miss anything. It's so easy to use. I might add a little more lip color since I've sort of messed that up. And that's it. This was only, I don't know how, there's probably somewhere on here I can see how long it's been, but it's only been a few minutes. My whole face is done. I'm real happy with the way it looks, and it's great. Do it again. I'll try this again another day, because this was actually a lot easier than making a reel and editing it. If you have any questions about this makeup or face yoga or yoga, let me know. And if you want to get a color match, if you want to try this makeup, it's not hard. You just send me a picture of yourself with no makeup in front of a window, and I'll give you a color match and suggest some products for you. You have 30 days to try it and return it if you don't like it. Unfortunately, it's only available in the United States and Canada right now. I do have some customers in Europe, and we mail it to my house and I mail it to them. It's a little more difficult, a little more shipping costs, but it works if you want to try it. So have a great day, everybody, and I hope something really wonderful happens to you today. Bye-bye.